Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Sam and the channel is Be Positive Sam, and I try to be as positive as I can. This is the 12th week of rejoining Slimming World, and mostly that's what this channel is about, is weight loss, well-being and the different sort of things that I do to try to get over little complications that we might have, you know, because life gets in the way and there's all sorts. But today will be about my week 12 weigh-in. And what have I got up to this week? Well, I haven't done any videos this week. I have been so busy sorting out rubbish, if would be the best way to explain things. So it's definitely stopped me from snacking. That's a fact. Just to give you an idea, hubby helps with doing house clearances and clearances of some form, and he has brought home a van load of stuff, and I am a hoarder and I can't bear anything to be thrown away. It has to be proper rubbish. So I have been sorting out. I've got old coins, I've got stamps, I've got just clothes, and just so much stuff. So it's kept me busy. Anyway, it's enough about him. So, what have I done this week apart from sorting out rubbish? And all the things I wanted to do. I wanted to make some more soup and I just haven't got around to doing it. I've been out to various meetings down the Con Club. I'm on a committee meeting. I'm helping out with the meat raffle, which actually is quite handy, because if I win the meat raffle, like I won it last week, it's like, yay, I've got steak. So I don't mind doing that. Don't mind doing that. But last week when I was in group, I wanted to drink tea, and she didn't have no decaf tea. So I tried a sachet of Beanie's coffee. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. And a few weeks ago now, it's in one of my earlier ones. I can't remember which one it is. It was about the milk, Bob the milk. I don't know if you can remember that one. If I find it, I'll try and put the link in. Anyway, a lady commented about drinking black tea and coffee, because I do drink a lot of tea and coffee. Well, I drink a lot of tea, not coffee. But the problem when I drink tea is I then feel like I need a biscuit, whereas if I drink coffee, I tend to don't put the two together. And I know we've spoken on this before. So anyway, so I was in group and I tried this sachet of coffee, and I thought, do you know, flavoured tea and flavoured coffees, I can't put milk in. I don't know if you're supposed to, but to me they just don't. I want a cup of tea. I want it to taste like a cup of tea, and I want coffee. I can drink black or white anyway. But so fruit teas and that I do drink just black, plain. Because psychologically I'm looking at it, it's a different type of drink. So in my head I know it's going to taste different. I don't know if I'm making sense, but in my own head I am. So anyway, I drank this coffee and I thought, actually, that's quite nice. I'm supposed to drink decaf, but I don't drink masses of coffee. Anyway, So I went and bought some of this Beanies coffee, and it came this morning. I've just come back from group, and I'm like, yay. So, but I've only ordered a little bit, so I'm just going to give it a go. So, and it's come through this morning. So here they are, look. So this one in the middle, the chocolate orange, can you see, is the decaf one. I did buy a decaf one. This is the one I tried in the sachet at group. And this is just one that I thought I'd try. Toffee nut latte. So, and I do like nuts. So I thought I'd go with, this is the one I tried. So I thought I'd do this one. It might have tasted similar. Probably won't, but it came to mix your own, choose your own 3 colours. It came to £6.50 for 3 jars of coffee, and then I had to pay £3.49 postage. So I don't think it was too bad anyway. Something I want to try. So I know this one tastes nice, but the lady said to me, "Why don't you try drinking black tea and coffee? You might find that it'll help you." So that's what I've started doing. I started drinking black coffee instead of keep making tea all the time. Because like I say, if I want a cup of tea, I then feel like I got to go. I just feel then I've got to go to the cupboard. But it's just a habit. That's all it is, you know. So I'm hoping by drinking this coffee will break my habit of wanting something else. So that's my first thing that I did. The second thing I wanted to say was, and I'm laughing because it's like, now I'm a lover of music. I love especially 70s, 80s music. I do love a bit of music with a bit of a vibe. But when I go to group, and I was listening to a podcast quite a while ago now, a couple of weeks ago, the lady that won the award said that she listens to the same song every time she goes to group. Now, I don't know about you, but I know I've not done anything wrong this week. When I say wrong, I mean I have gone over sins. As I said, I told you last week I was going to write it down. And I know I haven't gone over sins. And what I do, Pat is my age, I don't know, but I have started listening to classic FM, classical music, with usually on my way is Alexander Armstrong, usually who is the presenter. Now, I like films that, we'll take E.T. for example. E.T. was playing this morning, you know, and you sort of, I don't know. So I put it in the car. I put classic FM on, because sometimes when you're listening to the radio, you can get a song and you're like, oh, I don't like that, and then you end up switching through the radio, and it's like, oh, I don't really like that song, and then before you know it, you got to where I'm going, and I feel all stressed. The adverts are really loud, and you know, and I'm like, so I put this classic FM on and just listen to music. Like I say, it was E.T. this morning, but sometimes it's Nutcracker. Now, my daughter used to love the Barbie films years ago, so you had Swan Lake and all music like that. And don't ask me the composers, because I as I say, I don't know classic music that well. But I have found that I switch it on, and my drive to group can be quite stressful with all the the traffic lights and the traffic jams and things. So I put my music on, and I feel like I'm chilling, because you can't, like, you know, headbang or so, which is what I don't get me wrong, I do love a sing song, but I just find that this music, just quiet, because I don't have it loud, just quiet in the car, and I get to group and I feel relaxed. I walk in, and because I'm really stressing about the scales, as we all do. You're like, oh my God, you know. And then I get in there and I'm thinking, is this magic toilet trip going to make me lose £5? No. And anyway, so I drive to group, and it actually makes me feel calm, and just like, and then I just think, take it on the chin. If I put on weight, I put on weight. If I don't, I don't. But I can't describe it. But it was on a Slimming World podcast, and I just thought, you know, I'm gonna actually try that. And now so I've been doing it for a couple of weeks just to see if I can feel a difference. And I just stick it on and chill, and it's actually quite nice. So, as I say, excuse me, it might well be my age, because I expect my daughter to go, Mother, what are you doing? But, you know, but like I say, I do love the old glam pop and rock, and, you know, a bit of T-Rex and, yeah, mud. Oh, I love all that. And 80s. But on slimming, I need to relax, I need to go to the group, I need to chill out, and I just listen to this music. And believe me, it really does. It really helps me out. So, anyway, that's something else that I've done this week. Well, I've been doing that for weeks, but so I'll tell you how I got on today. And so, as I say, we're on week 12. Week 12. I did make a loss, and I've lost £1.50. Not quite the £2, but it's £1.50, which means I've got half a pound to go until I get my £1.50 award, and then it's £1 after that for my Club 10. So it's like touching distance. It's like, really? So anyway, I will fill that out. And what do you think? Look. What do you think of my? This is grapefruit, and this is Satsuma. So I just coloured them in with a Sharpie. And the reason why I'm going to show you that is that we got Halloween, obviously, coming up at the weekend. And I don't want my house full of sweets, because I like sweet. I'm not, I can leave chocolate, but sweets, I do like sweets, and I can't help it. So I'm not buying it. We don't get many trick-or-treaters anyway, so the kids are going to be really disappointed if they knock on the door, because I am going to colour their faces in and hand them a healthy Satsuma. Now I feel I'm doing good for the kids. They don't want all that sweets, do they? But they can have a Halloween Satsuma. Might not give them a grapefruit, because that's a little bit... But I think they're quite cute. And then if they don't turn up, I'm not left with a load of sweets that I'm the only one that's going to eat them, because nobody else does. So, and then I'll be left with a load of Satsumas, and they're my favourite speed feed, and I can eat the lot. Ta-da! Everyone's a winner. Healthy kids and on plan me. So, what was I... Oh, God. I do love waffling on. You know me. Okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I remember now. Last Saturday, I was out in the social club. And this person came up to me, who I've not seen probably since June. Probably June. Oh my God, that time's gone quick. Anyway, he came over to me. You know, it's one of my bowls buddies, and he came and I bumped into him in the con club, and he came up to me and he was like, Sam, he said, I've got to ask you. He said, you look really lovely. He said, have you lost a bit of weight? He said, no, please. He said, please don't take offence. He said that I've asked you that, because my wife tells me I shouldn't tell people. And he said, but you look different. And he said, and you look like you've lost weight. I was over the moon. I said to him, his name's Terry, and I said, Terry, I said, you have made my night. I said, thank you for noticing. I said, and no, I'm not offended. I said, I have lost 2 stone since Christmas, but I didn't tell him. It was just easier to just say 2 stone since Christmas. And he said, I thought you had. He said, you look like you've lost quite a bit. And I thought, at last. Because I've been saying in these previous weeks that people say to me, oh, I can see you've lost weight, or oh, your shoulders look better, or you've lost it off your face, which is great. And they are very nice comments. But people know, they're the people that know that I'm on a diet. Or no, I'm not on a diet. I'm on a healthy lifestyle change. Diets, I believe, is short term. This is long term. And he is the first person to have said to me, Sam, you look like you've lost weight, that didn't know. So I felt $1 million. I might have looked a right mess. But inside, I was like, yes, one person has noticed that I've lost weight by not knowing, if that makes sense. Yeah, my hair might have looked a bit better that night. I've really got to get it cut. So, yeah, I was, bless him. So hopefully when I see him next time, which will probably be April, to see him properly, I'm hoping he'll go, wow. But we'll have to wait and see. Because I was having this chat at group this morning while I was standing in the queue. And this lady who I was talking to had previously been on she was there the last time I was there and had put on quite a bit of weight. I think she'd lost about 4 stone, so she's got about 2 stone left to lose. And I was saying how I've got a different attitude to it this time. It's not so intense, and I've not made it quite an addiction. You know, it's just, it is what it is. And she was saying exactly the same thing. She's looking at it. It's almost as if second time round is different. I know it sounds a bit, you know, for those that are doing it for the first time, that's great, you know, because we're all in this together. But I just let it overtake my life, and I don't think that was particularly healthy for me. But if that's how you get on, that's perfectly fine. You know, and of course then we were saying it's only 8 weeks to Christmas, and I was then saying that I got to go in the parade to lay the wreath on Remembrance Day. And last year I didn't have any clothes to wear, and the clothes that I did have, they were so tight and I felt so uncomfortable. And you feel that everybody's sort of looking at you and judging you. They're not. They're looking at the whole parade and how wonderful it is, you know, and whatnot. But me personally, I felt awful. So hopefully I've already got into a pair of trousers, which is the ones I go slimming in. So I can get in a different pair of trousers and my tops won't be so tight. So fingers crossed I won't look quite a mess. I'm hoping my jacket will fit, but that's another matter with these old battering arms. But yeah, hopefully. So that's in a couple of weeks. So, and the other thing, what else was we saying? The other thing I was thinking of doing, just randomly, quickly, is I want to try, and I was just looking. Don't know if I'm going to do it or not yet. So, you know, don't hold me to this and hang me if I don't. But, you know, you get like a month calendar squares, you know, December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, this, that and the other. I want to try on the computer, and I don't know if I'm going to get time, but I want to try and make myself one up for a meal planner, but for a year, because the way I'm looking at it is you've got breakfast, dinner and the tea every day of the week. So that's however many meals it is for the month. And then I can try and work out, do a tick for, you know, that'll be a good meal. I'm going out on the, you know, like Wednesday mornings. I always find a struggle Wednesdays and Fridays. I go shopping. So I usually skip a breakfast on a Friday, but eat a breakfast for dinner. So I can then see where my dodgy days are, if you like. But I've got it plotted out in a month in advance. I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm going to see if I can come up with something, and then perhaps I can show you it midweek if I can get one together that quick. But don't quote me on that. And the other thing I wanted to say is a huge thank you to everybody who have subscribed to my channel. Hopefully, you know, you do find inspiration from it. So if you do, can you please comment below? Can you please give me a thumbs up? It takes a second to tap the thumbs up button. Try not to do the dislike one. It makes me upset. No, it just tells me that you weren't a fan of the video, that's all. And, you know, and please subscribe. This is the first time, you know, that you've watched my channel and me. Because I do get inspiration, and like I say, I do draw inspiration from comments. Like I say about the milk, and somebody else has mentioned the rule of thumb with 20 sins. Oh, 20 sins. 21 sin is 20 calories. Because I messed it up a little bit last time. So yeah, I totally forgot all about that. So yeah, I see all these, and by you commenting, hopefully other people read through the comments and they can then get help. You know, it's not just me. And I draw inspiration from each and every one of you. So, and I'm extremely grateful. So yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye with my, I'm going to go and have a cough with my mini stash. And I'm going to see if I can do this like a calendar, meal calendar. Not sure if I'm going to make it work, but I'm going to give it a go, and still I'm going to write everything down. So I am going to love and leave you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, holiday, or whatever it is that you are planning this week. And if I don't see you before, I shall say happy Halloween, and from Grapefruit and Satsuma, I shall say goodbye. See you later.